It's 3 a.m. The floor is cold beneath me. My body heaves as I sob silently, wondering if God even sees me anymore. I'm holding in a scream I can't let anyone see. I failed so badly. I'm 29 years old, and on any given Tuesday, I can be seen writing paychecks for women I personally recruited, single moms who left their side hustles for a reliable income. Wednesday, I'm at the state board meeting, directing our industry's funds to women and children in the community. Thursday night, I'm standing in front of 65 teenagers directing the youth choir. And Sunday morning, I'm on stage at the church where I grew up since I was 12. I'm someone people call when they don't know what to do. But now, it's 2008, and my entire life is falling apart right in front of my eyes. What will happen when everyone sees I failed? Can they already see it? My bank accounts have drained. My clients are losing their homes. My investors are losing their money. I just suffered my first miscarriage. My marriage is falling apart, and I'm about to have to look my friends in the eye and tell them they don't have a paycheck anymore. I'm so afraid to let everyone down. I'm supposed to be able to fix this. Why can't I fix this? I just want to disappear. I'm very small. I'm on a blanket next to my grandmother in the yard. We have food laid out like a picnic, but I'm not eating. I'm watching her. She's looking at a tree with love. "Michelle," she says. That's her word for me. "You see that tree? Jesus is in that tree, and God is in that bird and in that cloud." I look at the tree. I see it. In my heart, I see it. I look at her. She's sharing her whole world with me. And inside of me, I feel, I know. I knew already. This aliveness and everything, all connected, so beautifully alive. And I let the wind tickle my nose. I don't yet know it's possible to see things differently. I'm 12 years old, sitting in a charter bus with a duffel bag between my knees. My first international kids youth choir tour. We pull into a parking lot in a town I've never heard of. We sing. We do a really good job. We smile. We shake hands. And now me and my duffel bag and my new choir buddy are loading into a stranger's station wagon. This is host home number 1. I can hear them through the walls. The mom is telling the dad that she doesn't like what the pastor said this morning. They want to leave this church. Host home number 12. This host mom is up early in the morning. She flips a pancake and leans forward and tells me that God speaks to her when she walks in the woods. Pastor never mentioned the woods. Host home number 21. The host dad pulls me aside after dinner, real serious, like he's doing me a favor. "That church we just came from, they had it all wrong. He wants to make sure I know the real story." I do this for 7 years, 300 host homes. I sing the songs every week. I do a good job. I watch hundreds of families live totally different versions of what they call the same truth. 300 homes, 300 versions of perceived reality. And the only way to never let anyone down is to perform. And I nailed it. I'm at a red light, still sobbing like it was 3 a.m. on the floor. My hands shake, gripping the steering wheel. Everything's a blur through the ocean of tears. But I do begin to see something. It comes like a vision, as they sometimes do. Another world emerges around me. I look out at a vast expanse of sand dunes. It's my life, all of my accomplishments. Towering high all around are measuring posts. They are everywhere. I notice on them etchings, each one a record of my efforts and striving in this lifetime. And my heart drops to my stomach as I realize none of these are mine. Not one. I spent my entire life performing to someone else's expectations. My parents, my siblings, society, my industry, my church. Right there, I tell God and the universe and everyone who will listen, I'm taking a steamroller to all of this, and we're starting new. But before I do, I notice something underneath the sand. Shimmering, gleaming, glowing, gems, tucked away beneath all that performing. They feel like wisdom, like things I've learned. Those are mine. I'm keeping them. I tell God, for when it's time to rebuild, not a single one of those lost. A warmth settles into my chest. In my heart space, I see the driver's seat of my life. Logic and performance are proudly commanding from this place, and little heart has been curled up in the corner, afraid to be in anyone's way. Logic, performance, you've done a great job, I say. Thanks for getting us so far for so long. Now, heart's going to take a turn. Heart might wreck the car, but we're going to give him a chance to learn. The light turns green and I turn right. I file divorce papers, I close my business, I move on from my church, I let everything crumble. I learn to release the cloak of self-judgment. I connect with my future self to learn and to my younger self to heal. I learn to ask for nurture in truly safe spaces and to practice exploring the delights of my soul and my heart. I stop fighting so hard for my own limitations. And from this new place, I notice I can feel the wind tickle my nose. But I need to know more about how this happens, so I go to Harvard and study anthropology. This is the study of how humans see ourselves and each other and the world around us and then act from that place. I learn about all the frameworks for what I witnessed in 300 host homes over 12 years. About how our species runs on inherited code, measuring posts that we were all handed, scripts that we never opted in for, but that we perform by every single day of our lives. I'm 37 years old. Heart and logic make a great team. The gems, my happy co-creators in life. And so I sit down and write a letter to the vast universe. The life I want, in gratitude, as if it's already happened. I imagine. I more than imagine. I more than vision. I go there to my future and I meet it. My husband, my child, my path, my purpose, all lived out. The opportunities, the global ecosystem, the others that I know were also born for such a time as this. And within 3 years, it all happens. None of it comes by performing harder. I just stopped giving my sovereignty away. I stopped consenting to someone else's reality. This journey is why I do what I do now. I wrote a book called Birthright because I believe that what my grandmother showed me on a picnic is not just mine, that it's ours. It's our species' inheritance. I founded a company, Harmonic Legacy Institute, dedicated to humanity co-creating AI from that sovereign creator place. Because I spent a lifetime learning what happens if we don't? As a species, we are at the edge of evolution. We are building the most powerful systems of intelligence in human history. What are we consenting to? What knowing are we tucking away and glossing over and racing past? Are we building from the performing place or from the sovereign creator place? Because we can train these systems the way that the environments in my world trained me. We can tell them that what we say is true while we're not 100% believing it. We can hand them our inherited scripts, our adopted measuring posts, our 300 versions of reality, and just see what happens. Or we can stop consenting and start creating. We've been trained to perform, but we were born creators. The moment that we stop consenting is the moment we're free.